Welcome to the Diwali edition of Flawthentic Me. Today I am talking about the victory of light over darkness, but in the context of our inner darkness. So let's dive in. First of all, the podcast is changing a lot with this episode. I thought, what better time to make this change than this special Diwali edition? I had a thought a while back that I should change this podcast to Hinglish, which is Hindi plus English, because that's how I talk in my day to day life. And I felt it would be more authentic if I talk in the language that comes naturally to me. वैसे तो लग रहा है कि अभी इंग्लिश नेचुरली आ रही है सो इट विल बी अ स्लो ट्रांजिशन क्योंकि आई एम सो यूज्ड टू डूइंग दिस पॉडकास्ट इन इंग्लिश आई एम योर होस्ट सनी लांबा दिस इज फ्लॉथेंटिक मी हैप्पी दिवाली आप सबको बहुत 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 सारी दिवाली की शुभकामनाएं मे योर लाइफ बी फिल्ड विद लॉट्स ऑफ अबंडेंस ढेर सारा प्यार ढेर सारी खुशियां ढेर सारा पीस एंड calm ढेर सारे पैसे because abundance doesn't mean only money abundance mean abundance of everything ढेर सारी health. May you live long and healthy, happy, joyful, peaceful life. In this special edition, I want to talk about mainly what Diwali signifies and how you can apply that to yourself. फेस्टिवल्स जो है ना वो हमारी ज़िंदगी में बहुत सारी खुशियाँ लेके आते हैं इट्स दैट टाइम जब हम फैमिली के साथ फ्रेंड्स के साथ खूब मस्ती करते हैं बट फेस्टिवल्स ऑल्सो हैव अ स्पेशल मैसेज हर फेस्टिवल का अपना एक मैसेज होता है सो दिवाली का जो मैसेज है वो है विक्ट्री ऑफ गुड ओवर ईवल या फिर विक्ट्री ऑफ लाइट ओवर डार्कनेस नाउ yes, go ahead, celebrate those festivals, enjoy them, खूब डांस करो, खूब सारा yummy yummy खाना खाओ, and connect with your family, spend those special moments, but also remember to take a moment to see how the message of Diwali shows up in your life. ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हम थोड़ा-सा टाइम निकाल के इन ऑल दिस क्रेज़ीनेस ऑफ फेस्टिवल्स घर की सफाइयाँ हो रही हैं, मिठाइयाँ खरीदनी हैं, सब फ्रेंड्स को गिफ्ट्स देने हैं, पार्टीज़ करनी हैं, गेट टुगेदर्स करने हैं। इन ऑल दैट मेक श्योर यू टेक टाइम टू रिफ्लेक्ट कि मेरे अंदर की डार्कनेस को मैं कैसे जीत सकती हूँ। नाउ व्हेन आई से डार्कनेस, आई डोंट मीन दैट यू आर अ evil mean person. No, no, no. What I mean by darkness is your negative beliefs. So there's a lot of darkness in us in the form of negative beliefs or negative self image, what we think of ourselves. Now, you must have a belief like, oh, I'm amazing, confident person. And that's amazing. That's great. वो बिलीफ संभाल के रखनी है उसको नहीं हमने गायब करना कहीं भी उसको हमने बिल्कुल जीतना नहीं है दैट इज परफेक्ट वी नीड दैट बट देर आर बिलीव्स लाइक and I'll use my beliefs as an example. Beliefs जैसे कि when I started my online business 7 years ago, and the company that I joined, मैंने network marketing से शुरुआत की थी, and when I joined the company, all I saw was mostly Caucasian people. So मेरे दिमाग में ये आया कि my brown skin means I cannot be successful in the online world. Now, this comes with a lot of negative beliefs I already had. I already had these beliefs ki, because I moved to Canada when I was 30 years old. अब 30 की एज पे जब आप किसी नई कंट्री में मूव होते हो, you go through an identity crisis. Most people go through identity crisis in their teenager, which I did in my teenager. But here I was struggling with a second identity crisis at that age. And that was tough. That was very difficult. Sorry, I didn't move here at 30, did I? No, 25. Yes, I moved here when I was 25. But still 25 ki age pe going through that identity crisis when I felt, even though my English was impeccable because I worked for an international company back home in India, in Delhi, and I went to an English school, still जब मैं यहाँ move हुई मुझे लगा ये दिमाग में आया कि now I need to compete for a job interview with people who have been speaking English their entire life, or I should say for whom English is their first language. I feel English is my first language too, I mean, Hindi is my first language. Punjabi is my actual first language. And then Hindi is also my first language because I was exposed to both of them from the day I was born. But I was exposed to English from, 3 years of age, क्योंकि मैं English school में 3 साल में प्री स्कूल में चली गई थी. So English is also kind of very natural to me, as you can see. बट जब मैं यहाँ इस कंट्री में आई मुझे लगा कि अब मुझे इनके साथ compete करना है. ये लोग यहाँ पढ़े हुए हैं. They went to school, university here. I studied in India. And I was always a very confident person. But still, there was that little doubt, that little voice in your head, that comes and says, maybe you're not good enough. What if they are better than you because of your skin color? What if you have to face racism? So ye sari beliefs and this identity crisis I went through, but then I was over it. I did amazing in my jobs here. I was hardworking. I was a confident person. But then came the time when I had to start my business. Now, online business 7 years ago, I'm not saying it was a new thing, but definitely it was something that was not as profound or as big as it is right now. 7 years later, my family thought I was going crazy. ये क्या कर रही है? क्यों ये online business कर रही है? ये सब scam होता है, da 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 da. All those beliefs from my family और मेरी अपनी beliefs की, oh, मेरा skin color जो, I am a brown skinned person, I'm not going to be successful. Now, that's an inner darkness that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the beliefs that we hold about ourselves. As long as वो belief मेरी है और मैंने उस belief को पकड़ के रखा हुआ है, तब तक मैं successful नहीं हो सकती. क्यों? क्योंकि every time I have to post online, I will be hiding myself, hiding my skin color, or I would not be authentic. Just like this, I'm talking in my language, I feel more confident, and I'm being authentic, even though it's a bit weird though. So that is a belief system. That is a belief I'm using as an example. Now, what are your beliefs? What are the beliefs that do not serve you? What are the beliefs that are holding you back? That's my question to you. Do you have a belief that I'm not confident? So many of my coaching clients that come to me have this belief that I'm not confident. मैं आपको ये बताना चाहती हूँ कि कॉन्फिडेंस कोई आप बर्थ हुआ जब अपनी माँ के कोख में से आप जन्म हुआ है तो you didn't come with all the confidence in the world. Actually, that's wrong. You did come with all the confidence. A little baby is so confident. They know what they want. They say, you know what, I'm hungry and I'm going to make sure I get food. And they cry and they scream and they yell until they get food. If they have a dirty diaper, वो चिल्लाएंगे, मुझे attention दो, मेरा ध्यान दो. They were confident. They felt worthy. They're like, I am worthy to be taken care of and loved. But somewhere down the line, we started comparing ourselves, or our parents started comparing ourselves कि उनका बच्चा ज़्यादा अच्छा है पढ़ाई में, उनकी बेटी इतनी लंबी है, सुंदर है, गोरी है. Because that's what I went through. I'm 5'1", and my sisters are both 5'6", 5'7". So of course there was comparison. That, oh my gosh, ये तो छोटी रह गई है, इसकी शादी कैसे होगी, इसका तो रंग काला है. I was very dark because I always played out in the sun. And I love my skin color. I feel that I'm the color of the Mother Earth. And how beautiful is that? How powerful is that? Coming back to, if you feel कि मैं confident नहीं हूँ, I'm not confident. How does that happen? Of course, when those comparisons happened, आपने ये belief संभाल ली कि I'm not confident. But आपकी life में कोई तो ऐसी चीज होगी ना जिसमें आप confident हैं. Some area. Maybe you're confident in speaking. Maybe आप खाना बनाने में confident हैं. Maybe आप running में confident हैं. Maybe आप exercise में confident हैं. Maybe आप अपनी body में confident हैं. Maybe you're confident in painting. Maybe आप अपना, if you're a IT professional, let's say, you have a job, maybe आप अपनी job में बहुत confident हैं. Right? Maybe आप parenting में बहुत confident हैं. So you cannot say कि I am not confident. Because that's a very generic statement. I'm not confident means कि आप सब किसी भी चीज में confident नहीं हैं. ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता. You must be confident in something. So the truth is, change that belief. Change that belief कि if you're doing something new and you're not confident in that, means कि you haven't practiced it enough yet. You're not competent enough yet. So for example, when I first started doing podcast, even though I have a radio broadcasting experience and I was very good at it, talking to a microphone felt weird. रेडियो पे भी मैं माइक्रोफोन से ही बात कर रही थी, बट आई न्यू कि देयर वाज लाइव ऑडियंस लिसनिंग टू मी एंड इट केम नेचुरली. बट रिकॉर्डिंग इट, बैक ऑफ द माइंड ये था कि ओ, मैं पॉज कर सकती हूँ, मैं इसको एडिट कर सकती हूँ. नाउ टुडे फॉर एग्जांपल, आई नो आई कैन नॉट एडिट दिस, इट्स अ वीडियो पॉडकास्ट. ऑडियो में तो आई कैन कट ऑफ पार्ट्स, आई कैन पॉज एंड डू, बट दिस इज अ लाइव वीडियो पॉडकास्ट. सो इफ आई मेक अ मिस्टेक, आई मेक अ मिस्टेक. बट लाइव वीडियो पॉडकास्ट में आई एम नॉट कॉम्पिटेंट इनफ येट, यानी मैंने इतनी प्रैक्टिस नहीं की है कि मैं कॉन्फिडेंट फील करूं. आई मीन, आई डू लाइव वीडियोज ऑन इंस्टाग्राम एंड फेसबुक, आई एम जस्ट यूजिंग इट एज एन एग्जाम्पल. सो जब किसी चीज में आपको लगता है ओ मैं कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं हूँ, ज्यादातर लोग बोलते हैं मैं कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं हूँ इन अ फ्यू थिंग्स, पब्लिक स्पीकिंग, या फिर सोशल मीडिया पे पोस्ट करने के लिए दे फील आई एम नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट, सो आई कैन नॉट डू इट. बट I want you to say, change that belief. Change that belief to, I am not confident in this thing yet. I have not practiced this thing enough yet. So that is the inner darkness, those negative beliefs that we are holding. So what beliefs are you holding? For example, I gave you the example of my skin color. Let's say there are beliefs about different things, beliefs about you. What beliefs do you have about yourself which are not serving you, which are holding you back? कौन सी बिलीव्स हैं दुनिया के बारे में, इस वर्ल्ड के बारे में, सोसाइटी के बारे में, एनीथिंग आउटसाइड ऑफ यू? ऐसी कौन सी बिलीव्स हैं जो कि आपको आगे बढ़ने नहीं दे रही हैं, जिनकी वजह से आप स्टक फील कर रहे हो एंड यू आर नॉट गोइंग एनीवेयर? क्या बिलीव्स हैं आपकी हेल्थ के बारे में? मनी, देन कम्स जॉय, हैप्पीनेस, लव. सो व्हाट आर योर बिलीव्स अबाउट दीज डिफरेंट एरियाज ऑफ योर लाइफ? अगर आपकी ये बिलीफ है कि मैं कभी पतली नहीं हो सकती, let's say that I can never be like this person that I see on social media. If this is the belief you have, no matter how hard you work out, no matter आप कितना हेल्दी खाओगे, वो नहीं जाने वाला है. क्यों? क्योंकि वो आपकी बिलीफ है. जो हमारी इमेज होती है ना, हमारी अपनी सेल्फ इमेज, what we think about ourselves, it is like a thermostat. जो आपके घर में थर्मोस्टेट होता है एंड यू सेट अ टेम्परेचर ऑफ लेट्स से 21 डिग्रीज. अब रात को आपने सोते वक्त लेट्स से 21 डिग्रीज का टेम्परेचर सेट कर दिया. एज सुन एज इट हिट्स 21, इट स्टॉप्स. द हीटिंग सिस्टम रुक जाता है वहां पे. फिर जैसे ही टेम्परेचर थोड़ा सा नीचे जाता है, 20 पे आता है ना, इट किक्स इन अगेन एंड इट गोज बैक टू 21. सो दैट इज हाउ आवर सेल्फ इमेज इज. Our self image is like a thermostat. If you believe that this is my ideal body and I will never ever change it, whether it's this way or that way, चाहे आपको weight gain करना है, let's say you're very skinny, या weight lose करना है, या weight is a wrong term actually. I don't believe in weight because it's just a number on the scale. In fact, funny story, we have a scale in the house और उसमें पिछले almost 3-4 months से battery dead है. Why? Because both me and my husband, we don't weigh ourselves. We have the scale, we should just sell it. We haven't sold it yet. But the other day, I wanted to make a post on Instagram talking about body image and talking about how weight is just a number. और उस पे मैं अपना weight डालना चाहती थी. So I had to literally like go and put batteries in that scale to weigh myself. So weight is just a number. Weight is not the right word. But let's say कि amount of fat in your body, let's say, or the way your body looks, कि आप इससे पतले होना चाहते हो, कि आपको लगता है कि मेरे को थोड़ा सा और स्किनी दिखना है, या आपको लगता है मुझे थोड़ा थोड़ा सा हैवी दिखना है, कि मैं बहुत पतली हूँ, आई एम नॉट हेल्दी बिकॉज ऑफ दैट. बट इफ यू बिलीव कि ये ही मेरी बॉडी है, देन लाइक अ थर्मोस्टैट, आप जब वर्कआउट करोगे या आप जब और खाना खाओगे टू गेन द वेट, टू गेन दैट मसल और वट एवर, इट्स गोना स्टॉप एट दैट पॉइंट. It applies to everything in your life. If you believe ki, oh, I'll use my Instagram as an example. I have 3,000 followers from last almost 2 years. उससे पहले I worked really hard to build that following. तो से भी ज़्यादा हो गया. Maybe it's more than 2 years. And then I said, hey, you know what? I'm happy with this 3,000. And that was the time when I stopped looking at numbers. I did some inner work and I said, hey, numbers don't matter anymore. And I stopped. But somewhere inside, there's that belief that 3,000 is my number. So now what happens, it's very funny. I would gain 15, 20, 30 followers, and then I lose 20, 30 followers. And I stay around that same number of 3,100. उससे ना ऊपर जाता है ना नीचे आता है. That's the thermostat example. So what you believe about yourself is what you're going to attract about yourself. What you believe about the world is what is going to come in your life. What you believe about love is what you're going to get. What you believe about happiness is what's going to show up in your life. जो आप खुशी के बारे में, प्यार के बारे में, पैसे के बारे में बिलीव करते हो, वही आपकी लाइफ में आएगा. Let me give you another example. A client of mine believes that there are no good men out there. अगर आप ये बिलीव करते हो, now I'm going to give you scientific example, scientific basis of this कि how does this work? This is not just some woo woo कि भाई हाँ जी ये law of attraction woo woo. No, it works. There's science. Now if you believe कि there are no good men out there, कि कोई है ही नहीं अच्छा, मुझे तो कभी कोई मिलने ही नहीं वाला है, इस दुनिया में अच्छे आदमी खत्म हो गए हैं, right? अगर आप ये बिलीव करते हो, let's say कि आप किसी को कोई ऑनलाइन डेटिंग साइट पे मिलते हो, you go on a date. आपके अंदर बिलीफ ये है कि दुनिया में अच्छे आदमी नहीं है, तो ये भी अच्छा आदमी नहीं है. सो देयर इज नो गुड मैन. एंड गुड से मेरा मतलब, अच्छे से मेरा मतलब नहीं कि दे लाइक evil or they're psychopathic killers or anything, but just that they have their things that you believe are good or bad. Now आप इस डेट पे जाते हो, how would you act if you're already thinking that no, it's not going to work out, this is not a good person, there are no good men out there? You're not going to be your true authentic self on that date. You will not show up as your vibrant, loving, laughing self, right? आप थोड़ा सा restricted होगे. क्यों? Because your belief subconscious mind में है कि होना ही नहीं है, this is not going to work out, there are no good men out there, it's never going to work out. So when you are on this date, you're not going to laugh as much, you're going to be a little bit closed, you won't be open to receiving love, right? Your body language would be different, the amount of sharing you have, you won't share everything, you'll be a bit restricted because you don't believe that this is a good person or this is the person for me. And that is going to impact, other person can read your energy. I truly believe in energies. जब मैं किसी, I meet a lot of women through networking or girl groups and stuff and events, and when I walk in a room I can feel people's energy right away. And even if आपको लगता है कि आपको एनर्जी फील नहीं होती है, you do. आप रियलाइज नहीं कर रहे हो, बट योर गट फीलिंग, योर इंट्यूशन, स्पेशली वुमेन, वी हैव अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग इंट्यूशन, यू कैन फील इट वेदर what kind of person this is. Similarly, that person can also feel your energy. So of course it's not going to work out. That's how this simple science is. If you believe that money is hard to earn, money is very hard to earn, बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है पैसा कमाने के लिए, तो क्या लगता है आपको क्या होगा? You will work hard either, or you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is too tough, too much work, I can't do it. This is the strong power of your beliefs that's holding you. Your beliefs have a very strong hold on you. Beliefs जो हैं आपकी, जो आप मानते हो, जिन चीज़ों में आप विश्वास करते हो, that leads to your thoughts. आपकी थॉट्स उसी हिसाब से होती हैं. डेटिंग एग्जाम्पल, आप बैठे हुए हो एंड यूर थिंकिंग, ओ माई गॉड, पता नहीं ये कैसा इंसान होगा, ही इज़ नॉट अ गुड पर्सन, मेरी इससे बनने ही नहीं वाली है, इज ही गोइंग टू यूज मी, इज ही गोइंग टू अब्यूज मी, all these. So these are the thoughts coming in your mind. Thoughts lead to emotions. Okay, now when you have these thoughts, your body is going to have these emotions. And when I say emotions, I'm talking about actual physical reaction in your body. आपकी बॉडी में क्या हो रहा है? आपका हार्ट थोड़ा तेज चलेगा, right? You'll have sweaty palms, maybe your face will have some expressions, you'll have a frown maybe. These are the actual physical reaction. Emotion is an actual physical reaction in your body. जैसे जो फियर का इमोशन होता है, उसमें क्या होता है? यू आर स्केर्ड, सो योर बॉडी इज क्लेंच्ड अप, योर हार्ट इज रेसिंग, फियर. सो डेटिंग एग्जाम्पल, बिलीफ्स, आप जो विश्वास करते हो, लीड्स टू आपकी क्या सोच है, आप क्या सोच रहे हो. सोच, जो आप सोच रहे हो उसके हिसाब से आपकी बॉडी में एक इमोशन आएगा, और इमोशन के हिसाब से आप रिएक्ट करोगे और आप बिहेव करोगे. सो इफ यू बिलीव दैट मनी इज हार्ड टू अर्न, इट इज़ गोइंग टू लीड टू अ थॉट, ओ माई गॉड, बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, मैं अपना बिजनेस नहीं लॉन्च करूँगी बिकॉज बहुत काम करना पड़ेगा, मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, मैं बच्चों को कैसे देखूंगी, मैं सोशल लाइफ अफेक्ट हो जाएगी, ये होगा वो होगा. सो क्या होगा? थॉट्स आ गई, थॉट्स से इमोशन आएगा, इमोशन क्या आएगा? आई एम स्केर्ड नाउ, आई एम स्केर्ड, आई एम नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट नाउ. सो वो सारे इमोशंस आएंगे और उस इमोशन से क्या होगा, बिहेवियर क्या होगा, आप काम नहीं करोगे, यू विल जस्ट कंप्लीटली स्टॉप. फॉर एग्जाम्पल माई पॉडकास्ट, बिफोर समर आई टुक अ ब्रेक बिकॉज आई वॉज गोइंग थ्रू सम beliefs about myself, about my podcast, that I don't have much value to offer. I have to be a perfectionist. I cannot make a mistake. Literally before this summer, I could not have sat on this video and talked like this क्योंकि मुझे लगता था कि I need notes, I need to read the notes, बिल्कुल perfect होना चाहिए, कोई गलती नहीं होनी चाहिए, people are judging me. So what happened? Now all these beliefs that I have to be a perfectionist, da 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 da, led to thoughts कि oh no, people are judging me. मेरा तो पॉडकास्ट कोई सुनेगा ही नहीं, लोग कहेंगे ये तो बिल्कुल बेकार बोलती है, ये तो गलतियां कर रही है, इसके पास तो कुछ है ही नहीं बोलने के लिए, सो दे वोंट लिसन टू मी. दैट थॉट्स से क्या हुआ, इमोशंस आए कि नाउ आई एम स्केर्ड, राइट, आई एम स्केर्ड टू डू अ पॉडकास्ट, फियर ऑफ जजमेंट है. जब मैं स्केर्ड थी तो क्या हुआ, मैंने पॉडकास्ट रिकॉर्ड करना बंद कर दिया, या फिर मैं बैठ के प्रोक्रास्टिनेट करती रहती थी कि अच्छा करूंगी, कल करूंगी, कल करूंगी, आज करूंगी, दोपहर को करूंगी, शाम को करूंगी, कल सुबह करूंगी. And every week I was not recording my podcast, and every week I had to say, oh, this week there's no episode. So I took a 4 or 5 months break. This is how your beliefs impact you. What beliefs do you have about yourself? So is Diwali pe, I know I'm talking about Diwali, so is Diwali pe, I want you to take a moment and answer this question. ऐसी कौन सी बिलीफ है आपके बारे में जो कि आपको एक ही जगह पर स्टक रखा हुआ है, जिसकी वजह से आप आगे नहीं बढ़ रहे हो लाइफ में? What is that one belief about yourself that's holding you back? Question number 2, what is that one belief about the world that is holding you back? So world ki beliefs mein examples are, there are no good men out there. Another example is economy is really bad. If you believe economy is really bad, you're not going to put the work into your business because you think your people don't have money to pay. Economy is really bad. Or you're not going to apply for jobs because you think there are no good jobs out there because economy is really bad. So what beliefs do you have about the world? Do you have a belief that it's all doom and gloom and there's wars happening and there's so much pain in the world? Yes, it is happening. But what is your belief? If you believe there's so much love in this world and joy and peace, you're going to attract that into your life. So that was question number 2. What beliefs do you have about the world? Number 3, what beliefs do you have about, and now I want you to pick any area of your life. If you're currently struggling with health, then what beliefs do you have about health? What beliefs do you have about love? What beliefs do you have about relationships? What beliefs do you have about money? What beliefs do you have about success? So pick any one area of your life जिसमें कि आप अभी थोड़ा आपको लगता है कि I'm struggling in this one area of my life. Answer these 3 questions. And then in the next episode, we will work on finding your true self. I was about to say we will work on changing those beliefs. No, it's not about creating new beliefs because they are already in there. All those positive beliefs about you, that super confident, powerful woman is already in you. She's just lost. We have just lost her in this whole process of growing up and believing other people. हमने औरों की beliefs को adopt कर लिया और अपना belief बना लिया. हमने जो लोगों ने हमें बोला उसे ले लिया, उसको लेकर बैठ गए हम. So वो जो strong, powerful आपके अंदर है, remember that little girl, that inner child who is full of love and joy. We just have to find her again. And we have to find her beliefs again. So this is what I want to talk. I want to give you an example, an analogy actually. Dirty mirror analogy. You know, जब आपका mirror गंदा होता है and you're looking in the mirror and you think there's something on your face. It's funny because my camera, my phone camera, I do outfit of the day videos. If you're following me on Instagram, by the way, it's at Sunny_Lamba. Since this is my first podcast video on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, go follow me on Instagram at Sunny_Lamba. So मैं वो जब वीडियो करती हूँ ना, मेरा मिरर गंदा है, हाँ, and I'm doing the video and I kept cleaning my camera lens. I thought there was something on my camera lens, but it was actually on the mirror. ऐसे ही कभी आपके साथ हुआ कि आप मिरर देख रहे हैं और आप सोच रहे हैं मेरे फेस पे कुछ है, मेरे फेस पे कुछ है, but it's actually the mirror that's dirty. So it's time to stop looking at the dirty mirror and take a piece of cloth and clean that mirror. Like clean that mirror that you have created, that lens that you're wearing, that lens of negative beliefs. It's time कि आप उस चश्मे को उतार के उसे साफ करो या उसे उतार दो, and look at the true real you. वो जो कि इतना उसके अंदर प्यार है, इतना कॉन्फिडेंस है, इतनी स्ट्रेंथ है, इतनी पावर है कि वो दुनिया हिला सकती है। वो कहाँ है? उसको अंदर से निकालना है हमने। बट उसके लिए we have to do the work. And if you're struggling with that, let me help you. I will coach you on that. I have a coaching membership program, which is a group coaching program in which, we meet in a group setting. It's a beautiful community of strong, powerful women who are finding the true strength within them. And we are all working together on this. I also do one-on-one coaching. तो उसमें भी मैं आपकी हेल्प कर सकती हूँ। कौन सी beliefs हैं? How do you find that real self? उन बिलीव्स को हम कैसे हटाएँगे? कैसे हम नई न्यू बिलीव्स जो हैं, जो कि ऑलरेडी देर हैं, उनको वापस बाहर निकालेंगे अपने में से? कैसे हम उस शीशे को साफ करेंगे? I can help you with that. So that is it. At the end, I again want to say very, very, very happy Diwali to you. Hope that this Diwali gives you power to really tap into your true self, to really understand that it's time that you stop taking in other people's beliefs. It's time that you start finding your own power and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. कोई आपको ये नहीं कह सकता कि आप में कोई कमी है, और अगर वो बोल रहे हैं तो उन्हें बोलने दो, because that's their insecurity, that's their perspective, that's their life experience. They have not done the work yet, but you can do the work. That's it. Happy Diwali once again. If you think this episode helped you in any way, please like, share, and subscribe. Oh my gosh, I'm doing my first YouTube video. No, please share it. Share it on your social media. If you're listening on Spotify, my people, you are my people. You've been here from last couple of years since this podcast started. I am so, so, so grateful for each and every one of you who take the time out of your busy days to listen to this podcast. So if you're listening on Spotify, thank you so much. If there is something that you think that you want to run by me and say, hey, Sunny, tell me about this more, send me a message on Instagram at Sunny_Lamba. And on that note, this is Sunny signing off. Until next time, keep loving yourselves and stay authentic.